Welcome to Comicazi Videodrome. That's Miracle Max.
That's Comicazi Mike, and we're here to talk to you about the comics you could be reading. New, old, graphic novels.
By Crom, let's get started. A new miniseries that came out last month. Star Trek, Planet of the Apes. How has this not happened before? I want to know. This first issue.
Goddamn! Like if there isn't
so good.
If there isn't enough reason to hate lawyers, it's because they prevent stuff like Star Trek and Planet of the Apes, or your next Marvel versus DC, among other things. Just kidding. I like lawyers. I'm not saying anything bad, but I don't like lawyers as much as I like this comic. It's pretty cool. It's written by Scott Tipton, who's pretty, and Scott and David Tipton.
Yes.
So it seems like they're brothers of some sort.
Related, possibly.
Related, who knows? But I used to read Scott Tipton's Comics 101 on the old moviepoopshoot.com. It's a blast from the past. But he was really cool. He knows his stuff, and he's fun. He's been writing Star Trek comics for a little bit now, I think.
I can't rightly say that I've read any of IDW's Star Trek comics, I really had to get this.
He loves those gold key ones. You'd always talk about
I used to get those as a kid, yeah.
And so that's
horribly wonderful.
So this one definitely has that sort of feel where those adventures were pretty like rough and tumble for Star Trek. You know, usually when you think of Star Trek compared to Star Wars or whatever, it's very much like people sitting in chairs, like looking at screens, being like, "All right, press that button, fire those torpedoes."
It was more, the vintage Star Trek was more like Harlan Ellison-y, social commentary.
Yeah,
and someone would spout off some proverb or something on the show, but it'd just be like, "It's so cool when they shoot their phasers."
But if you look at I really like this cover right here. Just
Perez.
Is that Perez?
That's Perez, baby.
Perez the man. That's like a really good, like...
He is the man.
Because it's cool because I can't
How can you not want to pick this book up?
I love... Wait, hold on. Bones right there is totally checking a red shirt to see if he's alive.
Wasted
time.
The apes got him.
The apes got him. But it's cool. Kirk is totally wrestling with a gorilla. Does that happen in the issue? I forget.
Well, you would have to read the issue to find out.
Oh, okay. All right.
As would you.
Yeah.
Read this series. 5 issues. That's all it's going to be. Totally within your budgets.
Yep. If you like Star Trek. If you like
Put
Planet
it on
of the
your
Apes.
subscription list.
What do you like more, Star Trek or Planet of the Apes?
Oh.
I really like the original Planet of the Apes movie. I
gotta go Star Trek.
Okay. All right.
I gotta go Star Trek.
Planet of the Apes for me. It's pretty cool. Anyway, but if you want to check out some more Star Trek comics or Planet of the Apes comics, subscribe.
You damn dirty subscriptonauts.
Hi, I'm Tresha.
And I'm Renee.
And at Comicazi, supporting your local comic shop means discounts for you.
Did you know that by subscribing to just one title, you are granted a 10% discount on all new comics and graphic novels?
We only ask that you stop by once a month to pick up your discounted titles.
We also offer excellent mail order subscriptions that are delivered right to your front door with free shipping included.
So support your local comic shop in a meaningful way.
Become a Comicazi subscriber today.
Our all ages entry in the top 100 graphic novels in no particular order. It shows Moby Dick, but that's just an example of literary classics adapted into comics form, which has been happening in comics since the 50s.
Yeah.
Late 40s, actually, with Classics Illustrated, the most venerable of the adaptations, but it continues to this day. Classics Illustrated is still going. Marvel has done a lot.
It's cool. It's just such a great way to get a kid to read a classic comic book.
Some adults.
Or a classic, just any sort of classic. Yeah, even adults. You know, I'm much more inclined. I sat down and read Black Beauty from one of the Classics Illustrated, and I was like, wow, this is really cool. A story narrated by a horse. Like
Ivanhoe for me.
Yeah, no, there's all sorts of cool ones. They do them from, Pride and Prejudice to H.G. Wells and the Moon or something like
and
that.
Shakespeare and
Yeah.
you name it, everything that you were supposed to read in school that you grumbled and complained about reading has been adapted into comics format.
Super cool stuff. Over here, for our independent book, we have Mouse Guard by David Peterson, which is really cool.
And pretty.
It's very, very well written. It's kind of the Red Wall, taking something small, in this case field mice, and turning them into epic heroes. And they ride around on stoats and ferrets, I think, and they fight cats and like dragons. And it's really fun. It doesn't shy away from any sort of drama or violence, for that matter. So I definitely check it out. It's in these beautiful hardcovers.
Our Marvel selection is the Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh my God, the Infinity Gauntlet! It's the quintessential Marvel epic.
It's Jim Starlin working with Thanos after a long delay away from Marvel. He comes back in the mid-90s, and the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah. Thanos gets all the gems together.
Yeah.
And it's super cool, and he gets power over reality.
Yeah.
And
arguably the greatest Thanos story there is.
Yeah, and I don't know if this volume has it, but the Thanos Quest, which shows him going through the universe and collecting all of the Infinity Gems.
Yeah, that's a two book series.
Yeah,
like 248 page books.
I think the hardcover of the Infinity Gauntlet has
it
that.
does.
So definitely check it out. That one's awesome, but it's got pretty much every character you want to see in a Marvel comic risking their lives to save the universe. And over on our DC side, we have Batman Incorporated, which is one of my favorites.
Indeed it is.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's by Grant Morrison, and he's got a slew of artists. This one's got Chris Burnham, who's...
he's so good.
He is really good. Yeah. He's sort of like Frank Quitely...
but faster.
But faster. Works faster, yes. He does action really well. But Batman Incorporated is Batman essentially franchising out the Batman name to other countries, which is hilarious considering Batman is like the most franchised character of all time.
In our world.
In our world, yes, of course. But it's revealed that he is... But during this, it's revealed that he actually has to go to war, and that's why he's creating so many other Batmen, because he needs soldiers, which is not...
And he's also maintaining his mythology as
the
Batman, which I always liked him being called as the Batman. I did, just like, it's the Batman.
This is an awesome place to, if you've read, The Court of Owls or something, this is a great place to continue the Batman epic and get a whole history of the character while reading a fun action adventure. So definitely check out Grant Morrison's Batman and all these other super cool graphic novels. So Videodrome is filmed at Comicazi in Somerville, Massachusetts, and we got awesome stuff. We got new toys, old toys, new comics, old comics, subscriptions, an awesome eBay store. Check us out. We are the best comic book store on the East Coast, bar none.